Right. Hello, hello. Thank you for attending and thank you for watching this video today. Today, my name is Rashida Thornton. I am the Assistant Director for Graduate Admissions. I will be working with Dr. Moore, Dr. Gina Moore today, and we'll be going over the MBA program. We'll go over the awesome updates to everything going on in the program this year and all of this stuff when it comes to the school management and technology for our students. So, without any further ado, welcome to our webinar, and I hope you learn a lot from it. Go ahead and go to the next slide, Dr. Moore. So, at a glance, why do students like coming to Bay Path? One, Oh,
Sorry.
one, no, you're good. One, when looking at Baypath, we were founded in 1897. We're a nonprofit university and we're a private university. When it comes to our location, we have a location in Longmeadow, Massachusetts, where you would find us mainly. On the Longmeadow campus, that is basically our traditional campus where you will find all female oriented as far as the traditional students. When it comes to our online program for undergrad and graduate, we do have what we have as a co ed program. So if you're doing business or any courses online, that is co ed. Our East Long Meadow campus is all master and professional programs, so that's co ed as well. We have over 3,000 students. We're closer to 5,000 students currently attending BayPath. We also have over 17,000 students that are alumni. So there's a lot of good things going on when we're looking at it. When it comes to accreditation, we are accredited through the New England Commissions of Higher Education. Next slide. BayPath loves to support their students in a lot of the ways that our students love working with us, especially in the master's program, is that we are very flexible with our students. And as you'll learn today, you'll either be able to go part time or full time with your courses. So we do understand people are working, you still have a personal life to take care of, and family members. So you'll have a lot of accessibility as far as getting support, whether it's tutoring, whether it's doing anything from the tutoring to getting help with writing or using the library at your own beck and call when you need it, whether you're virtual or in person coming to campus. You have accessibility. So if you had an IEP when you were in high school of any of that or a 405 plan, you definitely can work with someone to get stuff adapted for you as far as the courses. All of your faculty are in the industry, so when it comes to it, they'll bring a lot of the here and now of what they see in the industry when it comes to teaching. So they're very creative in what they do with you guys in the classes, as well as the staff that you work with. We are very supportive of our students in the class and all that you guys go through your time in the master's program. When it comes to diversity, whether you're on campus or virtual, you'll still be invited to different events to attend. And then through the MBA program, we just had an awesome conference a couple of weeks back. And that was magnificent as far as small business owners coming together and learning different things. So it's always something unique going on as far as you guys being able to network and build your understanding with working with business management. As far as the learning approach, you will be working with your professors that are in the industry, as I said. So they come up with very creative ways to get things done for you. And as far as the knowledge that you'll accumulate from working with our professors, you're going to learn a lot. So you'll definitely understand a lot as you go through it, and you will love it. And they're very creative. You'll get to read a lot of fun books that I know are very interesting, that are very unique in how you will learn how to lead and manage at the same time when you move into those positions. So go ahead over to the next slide. So this wonderful program director that we have with us today is Dr. Moore, Dr. Gina Moore. She is over the MBA program. So she will be working with you to make sure that you get to the program. She's also going to be your academic advisor. So you'll have that support to meet with her to make sure you're registering for the perfect classes that go in the pathway, depending on what you're doing through the program. She also works with our quality and safety management program as well, that is virtual as far as the doctoral program and the master's program. So she'll definitely keep you up to date on a lot of things, and she's very clever in what she does. She also is one of our professors that works with the MBA program and as well as the doctoral program. So without any further ado, I will turn it over to her so she can introduce herself to you, and we'll go over any questions we may have after. Dr. Moore, thank you for taking this time out to meet with us and talk about your program as far as the MBA program.
Thank you so much, Rashida. It is a pleasure to be here today. Welcome, everyone. My name is Dr. Gina Moore, and as Rashida mentioned, I am the program director for the MBA program, specifically what we're talking about today, as well as our quality systems graduate and doctoral programs within the School of Management and Technology. And as Rashida mentioned, I am a professor as well. So in the MBA program, there is a course that I teach, and I love to interact with students. And I will also be the academic advisor for any of the MBA program students. So I have the pleasure of working with everyone from a variety of different capacities. I would like to share more about our exciting and unique MBA program here today. So let's learn some more things. So why the BayPath MBA? The BayPath MBA really equips you with essential management and leadership skills. You'll master business planning, strategic and financial planning, marketing strategies, as well as transformational leadership and high performance management. You'll see how the role of a manager evolves from the more supervisory managers that really focus on the technical skills and the know-how of the day-to-day job. And then you move to the middle managers who really focus on the human elements of the role. And then top managers. So top level managers really are looking at the strategic skill sets and conceptual skills and really that high performance and transformational initiatives within an organization. So again, our MBA program has a unique offering. So we have a Plus C model, and our Plus C model starts with our 7 core courses that are part of the MBA program, and these really have a 3 key area focus. So there's a focus on leading and managing in 2 of our courses, leading organizational transformation and innovative practices, as well as leading change management and organizational performance, which is near and dear to my heart as that's the course that I teach. Those really provide our students with the ability to understand the challenges and the day-to-day needs of leading and managing teams and change. The other key area is analyzing and measuring performance. So we do have 2 core courses, our business analytics course, as well as our financial analysis and business valuation course, which really help put the lens on analyzing and measuring how a business is performing and giving that side of the leader or manager perspective. And then we have the strategic and innovative thinking and practices component, which we have marketing analysis and skills, which really shares, current leading edge marketing strategies. We have our design thinking and managing innovation, which is also really talking about innovation and what does innovation really mean and how can you innovate to bring new products or services to market. And then we end with our capstone, which ties together all of the learnings throughout the course. So with that said, again, here is our 10 our 7 core courses, and then 3 additional courses that we'll talk about in a moment that you really get to choose and personalize your MBA by choosing from 14 certification options. So these academic certifications allow you to focus on your own career goals and really personalize your part of your MBA experience, aligning to industry needs. So we will touch on the different certification options that we have available. So again, you would take your 7 core courses that we looked through before, combine that with 3 courses that are part of each of these certification options, and you would have your MBA with a certification. Now, the certifications run from a variety, as you can see, different aspects, and they really help provide that interdisciplinary experience. So we have management, which really, again, takes some of the management and leadership skills to the next level. We have machine learning engineering as well as applied AI analytics. So if you're really looking to go into that field, there's 2 wonderful certifications there that can add on to the 7 core to give you a really well-rounded and current MBA degree. We have marketing and digital strategies. So for somebody looking to focus on in the field of marketing and focus their career that way, this will give you top modern marketing skills, knowledge, analytics. It really provides a well-rounded view into the marketing and digital strategies of today's workplace. We have AI-driven innovation and management strategy, cybersecurity management. Those are very hot topics today within the industries, across all industries, because AI is changing how we do work. And it's very important that we help keep our organizations safe from cyber threats. We have healthcare administration, so you're going to learn how to be a leader within a healthcare environment and really help make a difference with patient outcomes, whether that's just managing programs or projects for a healthcare organization, or taking on some kind of administrative role. You're really learning skills that really help improve the quality of healthcare operations. Conflict resolution and negotiation is a really unique certification, because with a lot of the technical skills and the technical change that is upon our workplace today, conflict resolution and negotiation really deals with that human side, the things that technology really can't solve for. So this certification really allows you to explore how to bring more collaboration, how to deal with conflict in a healthy and effective way, making the workplace more collaborative. We have focuses on nonprofit management. So if you're interested in the nonprofit world, we really take a deep dive into how nonprofits work, the governance and management of nonprofits, and then also strategic philanthropy. Human resource management. If you specifically want to go into the human resource field or you work in human resources, this takes your skills to the next level by exploring the strategic human resource discipline, as well as talent and help moving people to the next level and performance management. We have finance and investment strategies, which really gives a well-rounded view in finance and investments, and anybody looking to go into the finance or even investment management industry. We have 2 different accounting courses, certifications, accounting for decision makers or public accounting, depending upon the area that you prefer to focus on, which are also extremely focused on today's current accounting practices. And then finally, we have quality systems and improvement management, which focuses on the statistical measures such as Lean Six Sigma, Kaizen, some of the real frameworks that are employed by organizations, especially manufacturing, that really help improve how the organization operates, reduces defects in products, and really makes more efficient and effective outcomes for the business. So these different certification options are each one has 3 courses. And again, you get to choose how you would like to focus that portion of your MBA degree, which is a unique option. I will proceed by talking about our Stack Up and Stack Back. So you can really have stackable pathways with our MBA Plus certification program. If you are a current student, we really encourage you to stay on track and stack up your degree certifications so you can get your degree, your MBA degree, with one certification option. But if you choose to take more, you can continue to stack up. So at any point in time, you could continue on or come back and take an additional certification, take the 3 courses, and receive that certification on your degree audit and transcript. You can personalize your MBA by selecting the certification that aligns with your career, and you can stack up to take another one to really give you an interdisciplinary experience. So say you want to work for a nonprofit, but you really want to understand how AI is impacting the workplace today, you could take both certification course programs or offerings and really get that interdisciplinary feel. And again, stack back. So for those that already have a graduate degree or those that are looking to stay competitive, those that really are committed to lifelong learning, you can stack back. You can always come back at any time and take additional certifications if you want to gain new skills, or you may even think about moving to a different field or focus area, or just trying to remain current in the field that you're in. So our stack up or stack back, and you can select more than one certification. And again, they provide that unique disciplinary experience within part of our MBA program. And move and onward. All right, so certification courses. So we talked about each certification having 3 courses. There are a few slides that you'll see that go over the various certification options that we just talked about and show you what those 3 courses are. Some of our certifications, like you will see here, for instance, the conflict resolution and negotiation, there's one of the courses that you can take. You can either choose from psychological dimensions of leadership and negotiation, or you can choose AI-driven strategies for conflict resolution and negotiation. So there's some that provide you more than 3 options, and you can choose 3 out of the options that are provided. And you'll see healthcare administration is another certification like that gives you a list of courses, and you can choose any of the 3. So they really are focused and aligned with current industry practices. They help you remain relevant. As we know, the world is rapidly changing, and so we want to keep ourselves current and relevant and really focused on the area of our career that we want to make sure we can continue to progress. All right. So why the BayPath MBA? Again, our BayPath MBA really helps develop strategic management and leadership skills, which are very needed in today's complex environment. You'll really focus on learning how to lead and drive change, how to introduce innovation, and really help create an innovative culture within an organization. So those are in and of itself critical areas that we dive into that make the MBA program just fantastic. Also, we have the Plus C model that we this fall are introducing these 14 academic certification areas. We had 10 up until this point, and again, we're happy to introduce 4 more this fall, which really helps round out interdisciplinary experiences and provides you with many options specific to where you may want to focus. So you get to personalize a component of your degree. Our classes are relatively small sized. You get personalized attention with faculty, and the environment is really collaborative. You and your classmates all bring diverse perspectives and experiences from your work into the classroom. So it's an environment where you learn from each other, and we all learn together, even the professors. We learn with our students in the classroom. There's timely support, so I can't tell you enough how dedicated our faculty and staff are to making sure that your MBA journey is a success. We really help. We understand that life happens, so we're flexible when it comes to timing. If there's urgent things that come up, you just reach out to us. Faculty is very available to talk at any time. And as your academic advisor, again, I am more than willing to talk at any time of day or night to make sure that you have everything you need to be successful in your journey. Our faculty members, we bring academic experience as well as real world business experience. So we're practitioners. We come into the program with a wealth of experience within the business environments and spent a lot of our career working in the fields and really bringing some of those practices to our courses. And then our program is applied. You get to take the skills that you're learning within each class, within each week of the course, and you can use them and apply them to your current job. There's things that you can, you will learn that you can reflect on and see how you could have handled something different, or how the organization could have handled something different to be more successful. And you bring that now knowledge with you to your workplace, and that's really powerful. And then finally, we have career coaching through our Career Center. They will help with resume reviews. They'll help give you, mock interviews to prepare for interviews, and really provide networking opportunities for our students. So they're always available to provide that career support. Okay, and so online with BayPath. We use Canvas as our learning management system, and it's really one of the most intuitive learning management systems out there. We do have what we call a free Extension 099 course, which students usually take, when they enter the program, and it really helps orient, students to that Canvas platform. But again, it's really intuitive. Within Canvas, within your course within Canvas, there's also a resource hub module within each Canvas course within the MBA program. And that resource hub provides you with course-specific tools and resources that you need. It provides you with MBA program-specific tools and resources. So throughout the program, whatever course you're in, you could go to that resource hub and get critical information like, a refresher on Porter's 5 forces, things like that. So within each course, again, this resource hub is really helpful to keep everything at your fingertips, including direct access to whether it be our Career Center online or our tutoring. You can just click and you'll be able to get to certain areas of our website so that you can see what type of help is available. Again, Canvas is accessible from the desktop, from a tablet, or even your mobile phone. And a lot of our Canvas courses are now created so the homepage is really easily accessible via the mobile app. And there's really buttons that make it easy to click through. Telecommunication and video capabilities, so you can access Zoom right through your Canvas course. A lot of courses have optional Zoom meetings, which allow you to interact with your peers and your faculty member. We have dedicated online support for Canvas, as well as other IT, potential support with other applications that you may use. And then there's Hatch Library and research resources that are available and accessible right through the Canvas platform. Again, academic courses and student academic support services, you can click through as part of Canvas to learn more information about the services that are offered for you. And with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Rashida to give you some more information. And I thank you for listening and learning about our fantastic MBA program.
Thank you for that, Dr. Moore. So when we look at student financial aid services, you'll be able to apply for FAFSA and get access to different things when working with your financial aid representative. That representative will be able to talk with you over the phone, through email, or in person. That can be a virtual meeting, that can be a coming to campus and meeting with them one-on-one. We definitely also provide support to our students learning how to pay for grad school. This is an info session that happens every first Wednesday of each month. So it'll be virtual. They'll go over how to apply for different things, whether you're doing a Stafford loan or filling out your FAFSA application. You'll also have FAFSA Fridays where you'll get that live help from someone that works within the financial aid services to go over your financial aid application. When it comes to the Stafford loan, typically in an annual year for school, you're able to take up to 20,500 per year to use towards schooling. If you have general questions, this is the number that you'll see in the corner as far as contacting the financial aid offices as well as using the email. We do honor military discount and also we do tuition reimbursement. We work with your employers if you have that access. So first you would start with your HR department and then work with our financial aid system as well. Go ahead to the next slide. So when it comes to application, you'll be working with myself. What goes into that, and this is a big thing, are the key areas of what we like to have our students come in with. So for graduate admissions, we have the free online application that you'll be able to go into and do your work. If you have questions, you can contact me directly and I'll go over that where you can download it, as well as we'll need your official transcripts, whether you attended a college or a university, whether you have an undergrad and graduate degree, we'll need all of that because it'll typically come up that all of this will be tracked through federal government. So we'll all need all of that. So it cannot come from the student. It'll either go through clearinghouse or parchment and come directly to BayPath itself. When it comes to the essay, it has to be at least 250 words. And I always say this, it's half a page, but typically, will a student write half a page? No. So once you start talking, it's important for myself and Dr. Moore to understand why is it that you want to do the MBA program? Why is it important to your personal and professional goals for yourself? Some people own businesses, some people are looking to own a business. So we want to know how we can make sure we are making these changes and we're more about the career readiness. So these are key things for us to know in order to up the certifications that are being offered to you guys. Also, we'll need for you to send in a current resume as well as having a professional or academia recommendation form completed. That'll be provided through the link. You can go to the website itself and pull it up, or I can send it directly to you. From there, you'll download it. They'll be able to fill out the form and send it back directly. Yes, Dr. Moore loves to look at those as well as myself. So we love to learn who our students are coming into the program. When we do have students that are coming in with a 3.0 GPA, that's the preference. But do we have some students that come in with GPAs a little bit lower? Absolutely. And that doesn't deter us from accepting you. We work with you. BayPath is very supportive. And so you would actually meet with Dr. Moore and Moore to go over stuff, and you would do what we would call, if you are accepted, a conditional acceptance. So it's based off of what Dr. Moore sees fit as far as you being progressive in the program and maintaining that 3.0 GPA. When it comes to the start dates for our program, we have 6 different start dates for new cohorts coming in. So if you're looking at starting with us coming up, we do have the August 31st start date and the October 26th. So for each session out of a semester, we have every 8 weeks the sessions change. So you'll be allowed to take 2 courses per session, which will allow you to go full time. By doing that, you would be able to finish in 1 year with the MBA program. If you decide that you want to go part time, that would be 1 class per session, which would be 2 classes per semester, and you would complete in 2 years. When you're looking at it, it's 6 different start dates in the school year that our students can start this program. So for the spring semester, if you're looking at it, you will have a January start date and a March start date. When it comes to the summer, you will have the May start date and the June start date. So depending on how it goes, when it comes to the summer start date, it will be you either doing January, well, the June and July, depending on how it falls. So session one will be the May start date. Session two will be June or July for you. So the classes are set that way, and Dr. Moore and I are very much in communications. So it'll be between the two of us working with you to make sure that you get everything done. All right, Dr. Moore, what's the next one? So if you guys have any questions, whether it's going towards the program, you can definitely always contact Dr. Moore by email. Dr. Moore is a great resource to have. She will be able to help you with any questions you have about the program itself. And if it's something that has to do with the admissions part, she will forward you over to me. And also, she checks up and follows in to make sure that her students are taken care of as far as the support that they get. So if you have questions about the admissions process, contact me. If you have questions about the program itself, you can contact myself, but you can also contact Dr. Moore. And what is the next one?
That's
All right, so
idea.
Carpe Diem. So we, as a admissions office, you can always contact us on our main line or email us directly at grad at baypath.edu. Any questions you have, and we'll take care of you that way. So at this point, I always like to open it up to my program directors so you guys can explain, key things about the program. So, Dr. Moore, one of the questions that I'm always asked for our students are how many hours do I typically look at when I'm going into my classes in a work week?
Yes, that's a great question. And I would say, for one course, it's typically 8 to 10 hours you can think about putting in work. And the good thing about that is that can be flexible. So within each week, you usually have discussion posts and assignments, but pretty much there's flexibility in how you choose to focus your time and get those things done. Um, so that's the good part of it, is really being flexible with your time.
Okay. Now, if a student is taking two courses every session, uh, is time management, how is that as far as support, and what do the students look forward to if they're doing two classes per session?
Yes, I mean, that's definitely a student specific choice because there are, each course is 8 weeks long. So if you take two, you're taking two 8 week courses, so they're accelerated. However, do know that the faculty is very supportive. We really understand that life and work and things happen. So we are flexible if you need additional help or support. I would also say that if there's things that you're struggling with in either of the courses, there's optional Zoom meetings each week or office hours the professors will provide you with so that they can be supportive with helping explain course material. There's definitely a time management component again, but the flexibility of the program and the online format really helps you do work when it's most convenient for you, whether that be, getting up early in the morning or doing things later at night when you get home or saving some of your assignment work for the weekends. So it's really flexible in that way to give you the ability to figure out how to manage your time in a way to get your work done.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Dr. Moore, if you have a student that's looking to do two certifications, can they do that? How does that apply to them going forward as far as completing the program?
Yes, that's a great question. So with the MBA degree, you only need one certification to complete the degree. So if you wanted to stack up, you technically could complete the degree and then, depending upon the time that you're done, walk in that graduation with one certification and then just continue your studies towards the second. And that's our stack up option. So, there's only one that's tied to your actual MBA degree, and then the others you can continue to stack up if you continue to want interdisciplinary experiences. Because maybe, for example, you want to, be a leader within the organization and you want to take the management certification, but you also have a real interest in understanding how does the human resource function work, which is something that can be very interesting and very helpful if you're taking on a leadership position and managing teams. So there's many opportunities to combine some of our certifications to really give you that extra edge and that extra insight. And certainly we will make sure we work with you to have one tied to your degree and then the additional stack ups, and they would all appear on your degree audit and transcripts at the end of the day.
Correct. All right. Another question that we're typically asked is, can I transfer in credits to my master degree?
Yes. So if you are in, I'm going to take this from two possible perspectives. So one, if you have already had a master's degree program, we may look at two courses that could potentially transfer into the MBA. Now, if you are an undergrad and you want to consider the MBA and you want to get started by exploring some courses, specifically here at BayPath in our undergraduate program, there's electives, and you could choose to add any of our certification options, the graduate level certification options, as part of electives within the undergraduate program here at BayPath. So from that perspective, you could then continue on the pathway to your MBA and already have that certification, so require the 7 core courses. So I hope that answers from different angles.
Absolutely. And I think another question that Dr. Moore and I have come up with since we started the certification model with this program is, if you're coming in and doing just the certification by itself, can you transfer credits in?
So it's something that we would look at because our
Mhm.
certifications have a unique blend of courses. I would say, if you've taken a similar course here at BayPath, that might be something that is applicable. Again, we would look at this on a one-on-one basis to kind of see what the courses are based on the focus of our certification.
Correct. Another question that is asked is, the classes are asynchronous, correct?
Yes.
So what does that look like for a student typically taking master courses through the MBA program?
Yes. So that being said, asynchronous is, you're working um, with, you're working on at basically again on your own time. So you have assignments and discussions. Typically discussion posts allow you to, you know, read your course material, or review videos that are maybe part of the course material. And then the discussion really allows you to answer specific questions based on the prompts and then interact with your peers throughout the course of the week on how they may have responded and give each other different ways of looking at things, or um, kind of sharing how you might have experienced that in the workplace. So discussions are typically due on Thursdays at 6 a.m. And then you typically then have a few days to then follow up and do reply posts to your peers. There's either one or two response posts to a peer depending upon the course, and that's typically due by Saturday morning at 6 a.m. And then your assignment for the week is typically due by the end of the day Sunday, which is really the end of the day, 11:59 p.m. So knowing when your due dates are, you can choose then how to focus on preparing and reading course materials and doing the work to then be able to meet those assignment deadlines. There are usually as well, professors will schedule a once a week Zoom optional meeting. So again, that can serve as their office hours, and they will have an agenda to cover based on the week's learnings and activities, and be able to answer any questions students may have about assignments and things like that. So that can be helpful. They are typically recorded, so if you cannot attend, you can access the video recording afterwards and get all of the information.
hmm So when you're looking at this, When do you have talks at night? How can you reach out to your teachers?
Yes, so professors will tell you within your syllabus and usually within their welcome introduction to the course,
Mhm.
the different ways of accessing them, whether they, like to be called on their cell phone or emailed or text. And sometimes it's all of those. Some professors will say, I'm just not available on Sundays, but other than that, you can call, text, email at any time. But for the most part, they are readily available to help you. And so if you have a question, and we know you work, so we are more than willing to hop on a call or a Zoom um, in the evening to help assist you with your problem or the question that you may have. So it's very flexible. Again, faculty is very supportive. We all want to make sure that your journey is transformational for you and successful so that you feel supported throughout.
Absolutely. And I love that about it. Um, so what is it as far as the dynamics when it comes to the MBA in the library? How can you use that to help you with projects and different things? Are there projects that the students have to do or anything of that sort?
Yes, so depending upon this particular course that you're in, some assignments may want you to take a look at, existing research from a business perspective. So there is a business management component within the Hatch library that you would access online, and a link to that is right in your Canvas platform. You could go in there into that business management portion and be able to access existing research, existing literature that can help you with, particular assignments. Sometimes projects are, there may be courses where there may be group projects. So you're working together with one or two classmates. And so based on your schedules, you arrange how you want to get these group assignments done, whether you're going to meet via Zoom, whether you're going to trade, emails and information back and forth. That's all, what you decide as your group. And then a lot of the assignments are very much applied. So how, have you, based on what you've learned, how can you apply this at work? How would you do something differently? Or you're analyzing a case study and you're coming up with, you know, what, from a market perspective, what do you think this product will be successful, or what would you do differently? So there's a lot of variety in the types of assignments that you will get and projects that you will get. And again, all of those resources to help make sure you're successful are right there at your fingertips within your Canvas course.
Yeah. Wow. So, if we have students that are looking to come into the program and they haven't been in college in years, would you suggest they start with one class or two classes each session?
I really think that that is individual preference. If it's been a long time, you might want to start with one and see how you can kind of orient yourself back into that kind of classroom learning mode, and how you will manage your schedule, because at any time you can just add, you can add another course to your, you know, to the program. So you can decide, okay, well, this, one course, this session really worked well. I think I'm ready to, for the next session, add and take two courses at a time. So really that's entirely a personal decision. And if it depends on, again, maybe you're, working part-time and you think you have that ability to take the two. So I would say go for it. Otherwise, I would say start with one and see how it goes.
Absolutely. So I thank you for that. It definitely is something as far as students moving forward. If they're looking for help with their resume and different things like that, we do have a department that helps you with that for the rest of your life. So you'll have access to that as well as you'll be able to contact Dr. Moore with different things as she will be your academic advisor. So depending on what you need, she can direct you in the way that you'll go. As a student at BayPath, you'll select your own classes, but you'll have a format of what you need to pick based over what Dr. Moore has gone over as your program director for you, as well as her staff. So you'll definitely have that. If you have any further questions, you can definitely contact both of us directly, and we'll be happy to help you with anything. Are there any last words you would like to follow up with the students and say?
Yes, absolutely. So we have a fantastic dean of the School of Management and Technology, and there is one thing that she always says that I want to share with you, which is there is no growth in comfort and there is no comfort in growth. So with that, I will say embrace the challenges, go for your MBA and emerge as the leader that you want to be.